I found something very interesting. I would like to share it with you. So anybody who has been in a Sunday school or church before might have heard about the story of Jonah. If you don't remember, I'll sum it up in 10 seconds. Jonah hears God. He disobeys him. Jonah tries to escape God on a boat. God sends a storm. Jonah gets swallowed by a fish, and 3 days later gets spit out on land. So the part I want to focus on is Jonah in the fish. Jonah is in the belly of the fish and he's praying. In Jonah 2:2 it states, "In my distress I called on the Lord and he answered me. From the deep in the realm of the dead I called for help." Now wait a minute. He says here he's in the realm of the dead. But you kind of have to be dead to be in the realm of the dead. So some people think that Jonah maybe was just using this as an expression of anguish, but I think that Jonah really did die in the fish. So what's cool about a dude getting eaten by a fish? Well, nothing really. The cool part is Jonah is vomited by the fish onto land and is completely alive. And this is where parallels between the Old Testament and New Testament are drawn. Jonah was dead in the fish for 3 days and came back to life. And guess who else was dead for 3 days and came back to life? Jesus. And Jesus, Jonah and Jesus have the same first initial, which actually doesn't matter that much. But still, it's cool to see the faint reflection of Jesus in the Old Testament. And it shows that Jonah resurrected 3 days later wasn't through his own power, but God's mercy, love, and forgiveness. The reason Jesus resurrected is because he was sinless. And being sinful causes death. So if you're sinless, you can't die forever. And that's why Jesus is still alive today, seated at the right hand of the Father. But even cooler, Jesus himself references the story of Jonah. Matthew 12:40 states, "For just as Jonah was 3 days and 3 nights in the belly of the fish, so will the Son of Man be 3 days and 3 nights in the heart of the earth." So not only does this show that Jesus knew he was going to die and how long he was going to be dead for, it shows that he knew he would resurrect, so that in him we might be saved through what he did for us on the cross.